Hello, students, CIS students. I want to talk about the assignments for this week. I already see that some students are posting great discussions on this discussion board, which is great. Then, this is an informative video in case if you want to learn more about Microsoft Word. I also created a video that I am going to send you. Therefore, this is not a part of assignment. This is just for your information. And again, these two are not a part of the assignment. Some students like to, learn more about Microsoft Word. Therefore, if they want, they can follow these steps and learn more about Word. By completing these, you don't get any grade. It's just for you to learn more. And it takes time for this to complete. And then I'll show you how to find how you do in these assignments. You will be automatically graded. This is a training for Microsoft Word. It takes more than 1 hour to complete, but guess what? Excuse me. Once you complete it, it's very easy to get 100 in this assignment, in this training. How it works is that you click here, and then the assignments opens. After it does, first it teaches you something, then it asks you to follow the instructions, and then when you submit, it will, let's see, I click start. When I click start, if you look at here, you will see total number of 53 activities. Think about every activity will take you about 1 or 2 minutes, therefore, or 3 minutes. If it takes, what is it? First, you will observe it, then you practice here, and then you will apply it here. After you do that, then what happens is that it will tell you what to do. It's very easy to follow the instructions. Then you go to process 2. Do you see task 2? And then you will observe it, practice it, and apply it. After you complete this 53 and you click submit, you get an A for this assignment. This is one of the easiest ways to get an A for this great practice that is very hands-on. Therefore, this is the main assignment you have. That means you already posted on the discussion board. You spend about 2-3 hours on this assignment, which is a very simple. All you have to do is to pay attention and follow the instructions. And this is a good hands-on learning. And, then the last assignment also is easy, but some students might need some instructions on how to submit them. Let me show you about what the last assignment is. When I click here and I come here, I click Word Module 1. This is the last assignment. After you learn about this training, you come here, you click here, and you see a screen pops up. After the screen pops up, it will give you some documents to work on, and you have to download. When I click start, what I see here, look at here, there is download files. I will download this one, download, and these are the 3 documents, 2-3 documents, one of them instructions. Do you see this tells me what to do? This is a blank Microsoft Word with my name on it. Do you see? You will see your name on it. And then the last one, which is this one, let me show you. After you will download this one as well. Look at here, they are being downloaded on this screen. Or I click here, I maybe download, or I can click download all. If I click download all 3 of them together will be downloaded. Look at here, I click download all. And look at here, 1, 2, 3, look, 1, 2, 3. What I do in this assignment is that I am, here you go, I go and here 2, 3, let me see if I can put them on my desktop. And here you go. For example, I click here to, I right click and let's see, I click cancel, that's okay. I click here, I go to my download folder. I click here and I click downloads. And then after I click downloads, 1, 2, 3, I right click and click copy. And then I close this and I minimize this and I close this, and I will, here I close this, I minimize this, and I paste it right here. That is two of the documents. One of them has my name on it, and this one has the instructions to say what to do. Let me see what has my name. Look at here. Suppose this is a document that is already being printed. The instructions might tell you click here and might tell you make it little smaller. You will make it little smaller. It might ask you, for example, go ahead and make this one bold. You know how to do it. Make it, red font. And it tells you what to do with this document. Therefore, you have to look at the instructions. You have to look at, change this one. And then after you do that, you submit this one and it will grade it. Look, you see here, safety S is what? Is not capitalized. Most likely one of the things it asks you says highlight and make it capitalized, which I did. After you do that, I want you to click on save. Follow the instructions. The instructions are there. The picture that you need, everything you need is there. And then when I click here, and then when I minimize here, this is the document that is ready. If you look at here, we did all of our instructions. We already changed, make this one smaller. We changed this one to red. Maybe the book asks us, maybe make this one as bullet points. Let me make it bullet points. Follow the instructions. All the instructions are already provided to you in here. If you look at here, support instructions, here it is. The instructions are here. I will click copy, which is here, and then I will minimize, and I will minimize here. And here it is, the instructions were already there. And the instructions suppose tell you what to do, what not to do. These are all the things it wants you to have. Now, one question you might ask, do you see it says spelling? It wants you to check the spelling. It wants you, but one thing is that a very important thing is that when you want to submit this one for grading, what will happen is, let me go ahead and see if I can submit my assignment. After you complete it, you have to come here. I click suppose save. And here is my assignment. But the problem with that, it has, do you see here is written number 2? It has to have specific, naming. That way you can submit it properly. And I have to change it. Here you go. I click rename. When I click rename, let me go ahead and submit this one first, see if it will grade me. I will click here. It says drag your assignment here for grading. Therefore, I am going to click here and let's see if I can, or I can copy here, right? I right click, I click copy, I go in here. Let me see if I can paste it here. And I can, it says that the file name is supposed to be like this. Do you see? The file name is, it's telling me expected file name is supposed, if the file name is different from this, it won't accept it. Let me see if I click browse, I click desktop, and I look for the file, and here it is. Do you see? It didn't accept it because it is telling me the file name is not exactly the same as what it is asking. Let me do a trick. Let me copy this one. Look at here. My file name is supposed to be completely similar to what it is asking. Now I click here, I right click, and I click rename. And I paste it there. Maybe it is correct, or maybe it has a .x at the end of it that is not supposed to have it. Let me see if this time it can accept it. Browse, desktop, and I go and I make the name similar to what it was asking me. Maybe it doesn't. It didn't accept it again. Now let me go and change take this .docx out of here and see if that is the name is double. I click here, I click rename, and let me see. I will scroll down and let me take this .x. Maybe it doubles that. And okay, it doesn't accept it. And And maybe it is 1, 2. Why does it say 1, 2? I will click rename. Maybe I get rid of this 1 and see what it says. Is this similar to what it is asking? Let me double check and let me see if this time it accepts it. I come here and I click here and I click desktop and I will double click. And again, the name is not, expected file name, uploading error. Therefore, I have to go and change the name. And I am going to change the name one more time. I click here, Control C. I go in here. I click here. I click here, rename. And let's see, Control V. And maybe it has an extra.x. Here is the file. I click here one last time, and if it doesn't, I will create another video for you. I look at it again and I will make it available to you. I come here and here it is. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, oh, look at it. It accepted. Look at here. Therefore, my file name, what is here, looks exactly like what is here. Do you see that? They are, sometimes this .x is causing problem. And I click submit, and I'm going to get my grade. Look at here. It grades me. Graded summary report. I click here, and when I click here, here is the graded summary. It says how many mistakes I made. Look at here. I got 0 on this one because I didn't. It wants maybe to change the font to blue. I didn't do it. And let's see, I got 0 because I didn't. Only one of them I got a check mark because I did. Then guess what? You can submit this assignment 10 times. Do you see? I didn't follow any of the instructions. Therefore, your highest grade will be, accepted. My score is 8 out of 100. Suppose when you submit it, when you get it, you try it first time, you might get 50. Then you try it again, do the corrections, and then, and guess what? You are allowed in my class to get the help from ChatGPT. And I can go to the ChatGPT and I say, could you tell me what I made? How can I fix this issue? Here you go. I go to ChatGPT, and because ChatGPT is like a tutor, then I come here and I click on ChatGPT and say that, could you, please, oh, here you go. I don't know anything. Please tell me how I can fix this word issue. And then I will paste it here and I click here. It might help you, it tells me go and click. Do you see? It tells me go and click on color, do this and find warm. Do you see that, how nice it is? Think about this ChatGPT as your tutor. If you want to get a good grade, it will help you. You are allowed in my class to use ChatGPT. If you have any questions, you let me know. And, the more you learn about this ChatGPT, some instructors don't allow students to use ChatGPT, but in my class, you are allowed. The more you know, it's a technology class, and we want you to know about ChatGPT. Copilot is similar. It's a product of Microsoft, and is similar to ChatGPT. If you have any questions, let me know.